Surfers have no idea how to train for surfing, and I say that as someone who has seen what is going on at top levels of the sport. And it's not necessarily the coach's fault themselves. There is really no training methodology that exists for surfing. And if we compare that to any other sport, Olympic sports, which surfing now is, all these other sports have a solid understanding of what is required in that sport biomechanically, and training is designed to make sure we meet the demands of those sports. Surfing doesn't have this. We see some of the best surfers in the world rocking up to a random PT who is then looking on his Instagram, getting some random stretches and chucking people on a Bosu ball. And surfing deserves so much more than this. And on the Bosu ball thing, I know I've ranted about this in the past, so I will say that research has shown us that the Bosu ball training doesn't cross over into surfing. Really what we get from a Bosu ball is getting better at being on a Bosu ball. And the other thing is surfing is really dependent on lower body force output, and this has also been proven in research. If we're on a Bosu ball, we can only output around 30% of our possible force. So being on a Bosu ball reduces our force output by 70%. If force output in the lower body is one of the things that is required in terms of performance, then training that on Bosu ball really is pretty dumb. But one thing that I don't hear anyone talk about, and I have been talking about this for some time, back when I was doing surfing programs, is rear foot position. It's really important that we can invert that rear foot in order to get the body facing down the line. Now, whether you're a surfer or not, what this leads into is the fact that we need to make sure that the positions we find ourselves in our sport, we have access to those positions. In a surfing context, that back foot means we can also bring the hip around, we can bring the chest around. So we need to make sure we're doing something to access that position in our feet, knees, hips, etc. And this is the same for any sport. It's one thing to get stronger in your sport, to get more explosive, etc. But if we can't efficiently access a position, then we're always going to be held back. And this is the same for coaching cues around technique. If we can't coach someone into a position that they can efficiently find in their body, you're always going to be talking to a brick wall in some elements there. Anyway, this is something I could rant on quite a bit, and I have. So I put together a YouTube video that is basically everything I think about surf training. If you want me to send you that, comment surf, and I'll shoot that off to you. If you've got any questions, please ask. See you next one.